Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Once more.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Hello, KZOOMers.
Hey, everybody. Good to see
Good
you
to see you.
from all over the world.
To appreciate this is the theme of this KZOOM is really the art of appreciation, and I want to in this time to be able to look into appreciation, how to receive it, how to give it, how why we don't all the questions around it that I have.
And all the different ways of appreciating
and
many different
and so I'm hoping
things.
but I wanted just to begin to dedicate this practice to our friend Rabbi Jeff Roth, who had open heart surgery today,
This morning.
a triple bypass, and I want to send him this all of this healing energy, and beginning with appreciation. And the appreciation that I have also is that when he had this vision of the Jewish Retreat Center of Eilat Chaim many years ago, and he just put his heart and soul into it, and I started teaching there, and then at a certain point he really saw me in a way that I think nobody had before, and he encouraged me to start Kol Zimra, really. And I don't think Kol Zimra would have happened without Jeff.
At Eilat Chaim in 2004.
Yeah, so he gave me a space. He gave me that encouragement, and he could sort of see something that I couldn't see, and really like was seeing a potential there. And I think that's partly what we do for each other.
Yeah.
So I want to appreciate him and send him the energy of this KZOOM for his
recovery,
heart healing.
Yeah. The surgery's over.
Yeah, and it was successful.
Yay.
But there's going to be a long recovery that we want to be able to hold him through.
Yeah.
So this, the art of appreciation, I just wanted to begin by this quote from Aldous Huxley, to know what we're up against. He said, "Most human beings have an almost infinite capacity for taking things for granted." And I thought that was...
Yeah, well, just we get in the habit. It's just like it's there. But it's good to shake that up.
Yeah. So in the art of appreciation, I think what kind of woke me up in the Song of Songs was this line that we're going to be singing, and this week's parsha of the Song of Songs, and it felt like over the top in some way, that and it was really like the model. I was talking to somebody about appreciation today, and they were sort of saying that the way that they learned it is by someone who was modeling that way of life, really, and that's really how it happened. So I think the Song of Songs has done that for me, of modeling something of what relationship can be. And these words from the Song of Songs are repeated a couple times, so I really pay attention. And they say, "How beautiful you are, my friend, how beautiful. Your eyes are doves behind the thicket of your hair like a flock of goats
trailing down Mount Gilead, your teeth like a flock of ewes that come up white from washing, all of them alike, all shining and present."
But I think those words, Hinach, yafah, Hinach is that word that brings us into presence, and yafah is that I am in the presence of beauty, and rayati, I am befriending you in the context of that appreciation. Hinach yafah, and that's repeated. So I want to begin with that and have it be a kind of a model in some way of like, how do I live this? I mean, that's always the question I have from a sacred text, is how do I live it? How do I live that? How do I step into this place of appreciation? What is it? How do I... And it's not just the gratefulness that I feel inside. It's actually a flow that is moving through me. It's an expression, and it's a way of life, really. So when I chant this chant, I like to chant it 3 times, and the first time we chant it to the beautiful kind of landscape of our lives. To be able to acknowledge in appreciation, to take nothing for granted, to be able to sing a love song to our lives. And the second time we chant it, we open our eyes and look into the squares here on this very KZOOM room. And
I always do Yafah Schnitzer because she's Yafah. So I'm singing to you, buddy.
Singing to you, buddy. But everybody else is Yafah too.
Yes.
Right. So we want to chant. So we want to be able to chant to each other, and also know. So to have that question of like, what is the art of appreciation, both in the giving and the receiving of appreciation, and then the last repetition is, I think the most powerful is that I close my eyes and I imagine that God is chanting this to me, and I am receiving it, being seen and known and loved completely.
Hinach yafah rayati, Hinach yafah, Hinach yafah, rayati, Hinach yafah.
Everything beautiful in my life.
Hinach yafah, rayati, Hinach yafah, Hinach yafah, rayati, Hinach yafah, Hinach yafah, rayati, Hinach yafah, Hinach yafah, rayati, Hinach yafah.
And then the second time, we look to each other. Hinach
yafah, rayati, Hinach yafah, Hinach yafah, rayati, Hinach yafah, Hinach yafah, rayati, Hinach yafah, Hinach yafah, rayati, Hinach yafah, Hinach yafah, rayati, Hinach yafah, Hinach yafah, rayati, Hinach yafah.
And so the last time, close your eyes and imagine this is being sung to you by God, the great mystery, who is seeing you, knowing you, loving you completely, and you can receive that.
Hinach yafah, rayati, Hinach yafah, 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 Hinach yafah, rayati, Hinach yafah.
So keep your eyes closed for a moment and just bring your attention to the breath, breathing in that appreciation, letting it really penetrate your defenses, letting it in. So as we learn the art of appreciation, you want to sort of notice when it gets uncomfortable for you, when you don't receive it, and also to notice when it's never enough. And there's this a kind of a syndrome sometimes of feeling unappreciated, that becomes a kind of a pattern where
you try to do anything
to
get that attention.
Yeah, and there was an interesting teaching from Byron Katie, who's so intense. She's so intense. She says, "Spare yourself from seeking love, approval, or appreciation from anyone, and watch what happens in reality, just for fun."
Just for fun. Let's try it. What do you say, everybody? What is it again I'm doing? I'm
from seeking love, approval, or appreciation from anyone. So
okay.
It doesn't mean that it doesn't come. I mean, I think it's actually always flowing, but when we are sort of grasping after it or trying to get it, it tangles up our relationships. So I want to learn the art of it, how to give it, how to receive it, and one of my great teachers about this was Marshall Rosenberg, who was the teacher of nonviolent communication, and there's a book called Nonviolent Communication that he wrote, and there's a chapter in that book on appreciation that really changed my life. It really, really made such an impression on me, because he was really teaching us how to appreciate, really, and in that chapter, and it had to do with how, like, that you appreciate someone for how they have met your needs, or opened you, or had an impact on you. And I realized that sometimes I'm not comfortable with appreciation because it doesn't feel right or clean or nurturing to me. It's sometimes like a setup for jealousy, and or putting someone on a pedestal, or all kinds of things that don't feel good, and so I sort of push it away. But I realized that when someone appreciates me by saying, this is the impact you had for me. When you said this, then I did this, or something. It's like a very specific kind of quality of that for me is encouraging me. And so I was looking at my needs, and one of the things that Marshall Rosenberg says is, on the other side of appreciation, he says every criticism, judgment, diagnosis, and expression of anger is the tragic expression of an unmet need. The tragic expression of an unmet need. And so when a need is met, that is an occasion for appreciation. You met this need of mine. You get that? It feels so important, and appreciation. When I look at it, sometimes I look into my heart, and I see a little bit of a stinginess of not, like it just comes out of habit, of like taking things for granted, really. And I want to heal that in me. And one of the ways of healing that is through the expression of appreciation, knowing how good it feels to do that, really. So there is this wonderful Psalm 33 that I call this practice sing out. Sing out.
Sing out.
Sing out. And the English says, "Sing out, O you righteous ones, to God. It is so lovely when the upright celebrate the divine." And perhaps whenever we're appreciating anything, we're appreciating God in it. This, and so it actually, it's like I'm appreciating you, Rachmil. I'm appreciating the spark of God in you that makes you this way.
That explains it. That's why I'm like I am. That's that spark of God.
It's not you. It's God. I'm appreciating through you.
Absolutely.
And
yeah.
And I love this phrase because it's almost saying that that's what it means to be a tzaddik, is to be in this flow of appreciation, and
I think for me it's like rooted in that flow. No matter what's happening on the outside in the external world, the tzaddik can stand firm and like be staying connected
to what's beautiful.
To what's beautiful in order to.
I'm going to take this.
Yep.
So this is a 2-part round. I just taught it to Rachmil this week.
Yep, fresh off the neural pathways.
Put this behind to me.
Okay.
Fresh off the neural pathways.
That's right. We'll see if they're there.
And so you can do it around. You can sing with me or sing with Rachmil. We'll start it together. But I want to ask you first, look into your heart to see. Where is the resistance to appreciate to that flow of appreciation, whether it's receiving it or giving it? Where is the resistance? And we're going to take the energy of the chant and really kind of soften whatever that resistance is. And sometimes I think some of the resistance is like that a hurt when we haven't felt appreciated. Then when it comes, we've lost our receptors for appreciation, really. Mm-hmm. So we want to open those up and see what needs are fulfilled by that. And let's see. It goes. We'll sing it all together. We'll sing.
Tzadikim B'Adonai Leisharim navah tehillah. Rananu tzadikim b'Adonai leisharim navah tehillah. Hodu, Hodu, l'Adonai, Hodu, l'Shekhinah. Hodu, Hodu, l'Adonai, Hodu, l'Shekhinah. Rananu tzadikim b'Adonai leisharim navah tehillah. Rananu tzadikim b'Adonai leisharim navah tehillah. Hodu, Hodu, l'Adonai, Hodu, l'Shekhinah. Hodu, Hodu, l'Adonai, Hodu, l'Shekhinah. Rananu tzadikim B'Adonai leisharim navah tehillah. Rananu tzadikim B'Adonai leisharim navah tehillah. Hodu, Hodu, l'Adonai, Hodu, l'Shekhinah. Hodu, Hodu, l'Adonai, Hodu, l'Shekhinah. Rananu tzadikim B'Adonai leisharim navah shehila. Rananu tzadikim b'Adonai Laisharim navah shehila. Hodu, Hodu, l'Adonai, Hodu, l'Shekhinah. Hodu, Hodu, l'Adonai, Hodu, l'Shekhinah. Rananu tzadikim b'Adonai Laisharim navah shehila. Rananu tzadikim b'Adonai Laisharim navah shehila. Hodu, Hodu, l'Adonai, Hodu, l'Shekhinah. Hodu, Hodu, l'Adonai, Hodu, l'Shekhinah. Rananu tzadikim b'Adonai Laisharim navah shehila. Rananu tzadikim b'Adonai Laisharim navah shehila. Hodu, Hodu, l'Adonai, Hodu, l'Shekhinah. Hodu, Hodu, l'Adonai, Hodu, l'Shekhinah. Rananu tzadikim b'Adonai Laisharim navah shehila. Rananu tzadikim b'Adonai Laisharim navah shehila. Hodu, Hodu, l'Adonai, Hodu, l'Shekhinah. Hodu, Hodu, l'Adonai, Hodu, l'Shekhinah. Rananu tzadikim b'Adonai Laisharim navah shehila. Rananu tzadikim b'Adonai Laisharim navah shehila. Hodu, Hodu, l'Adonai, Hodu, l'Shekhinah. Hodu, Hodu, l'Adonai, Hodu, l'Shekhinah. Rananu tzadikim b'Adonai Laisharim navah shehila. Rananu tzadikim b'Adonai Laisharim navah shehila. Hodu, Hodu, l'Adonai, Hodu, l'Shekhinah. Hodu, Hodu, l'Adonai, Hodu, l'Shekhinah. Rananu tzadikim b'Adonai Laisharim navah shehila. Rananu tzadikim b'Adonai yishari navah tehila. Hodu, Hodu, l'Adonai, Hodu, l'Shekhinah, Hodu, Hodu, l'Adonai, Hodu, l'Shekhinah.
Just breathe into that sense of appreciation, gratefulness. So see if you can anchor it inside and use the energy of the chant to soften any of resistance, cynicism, bitterness, anything that gets in the way of that entitlement, all those and it feels like that appreciation emerges from a certain state of consciousness. And sometimes I'm there and sometimes I'm not. So I want to, when I am there, I want to really kind of anchor that in to be able to come back to it. The other day I walked out on the beach and I just noticed that I just loved everybody. Everybody I saw, it was just so, and the interactions where people, I was just being delighted by everything. And then I thought, and then I had the awareness to look at my own state, really, to say, oh, what is this, because there are some days I walk out and everyone is annoying to me, which they would just go away. So it really is cultivating this state, which I think of as this higher vibration, and I get there also through sort of metabolizing some of the difficult places in me, so that I'm not living from those places of difficulty. I came across this teaching from Elizabeth Kubler-Ross that says the most beautiful people we have known are those who have known defeat, known suffering, known struggle, known loss, and have found their way out of the depths.
Wow. Yeah.
These persons have an appreciation, a sensitivity, and an understanding of life that fills them with compassion, gentleness, and a deep loving concern. Beautiful people do not just happen.
We have to work on ourselves a little bit.
Yeah, so that's, I think that part of that work is metabolizing some of the anger and the bitterness and the critique, that place of critique. And to not, and it's an attitude towards life that doesn't try to possess it, but rather to know it. And I remember this lesson that I learned. There was this. I'm in Aries, and I saw somebody with a diamond necklace, and I coveted that diamond necklace. I said, oh, I want a diamond necklace too, because I was looking at it and appreciating it so much. And then I realized, well, if I was wearing it, I couldn't really appreciate it. It's only when somebody else is wearing it that I really get to feel its beauty. And so I compromised, and I went out to TJ Maxx and I bought a $20 little fake diamond thing, so I could wear it, but that I could really sort of know that pleasure I got from somebody else's diamond really could feed me. So it's not about possession. And Rajneesh has this teaching that says, if you love a flower, don't pick it. Don't pick it. Because you pick it up, it dies, and it ceases to be what you love. So if you love a flower, let it be. Love is not about possession. Love is about appreciation. And so if we can extend that to each other, really, that I don't have to possess you, and if I do, you'll die.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
That'll be the end. That'll be the end of you. So, but I want to focus in on the state of consciousness from which appreciation flows. And whenever I'm looking at raising my vibration, I always come back to this chant that I call it accessing the highest. And it says, I will praise. So that practice of praise, I will praise so that I may know the highest essence of divine existence. So that the praise itself, which is my appreciation for life, actually raises me up to a different level.
Yeah.
And clears away, the obstacles that can't live in that rarefied space. So I'm very, one of the reasons I really started falling in love with chant is because it led me to an awareness of my state. And I learned early on in my energy work that the awareness of a state magnifies its benefit. So when I become aware of the state that I'm in, what I do at the end of a chant is that I ask a couple questions of inquiry. I say, what is this? Oh, what is this? What does the world look like from here? And what is what do I have access to inside me when I'm in this state? And in that way, I get to know all of the different various states that I'm capable of accessing. And in doing so, whatever awareness I bring, I am establishing then pathways of being able to access that state through my practice. So I want to be in that state of where appreciation comes natural, it just flows, and also notice when I'm not there.
And I get triggered. When I get triggered, I'm not there.
Have compassion for myself,
Yeah.
really, and maybe use one of these practices in order to come back into alignments. Really. So let's try this one. And I want to say that when I needed a pie, a prayer intention experiment that I asked people to do, I had them do this one for me. I wanted to be chanted up with this. I wanted to put it inside me. Zamru, Shaym-Havaya, Zamru, Shaym-Havaya, Elyon, Zamru, Shaym-Havaya, Elyon, Zamru, Shaym-Havaya, Elyon, Zamru, Shaym-Havaya, Elyon, Zamru, Shaym-Havaya, Zamru, Shaym-Havaya, Elyon, Zamru, Shaym-Havaya,
Shaym-Havaya Elyon Zamra Shaym-Havaya Elyon Zamra Shaym-Havaya Elyon Zamra Shaym-Havaya Elyon Zamra Shaym-Havaya Elyon Shaym-Havaya Zamra Shaym-Havaya Elyon Zamra Shaym-Havaya Elyon Zamra Shaym-Havaya Elyon Zamra Shaym-Havaya 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 Elyon. Zamra. Shaym-Havaya.
Just keep your eyes closed for a moment. Breathe into the heart. And you just might bring that question so that if you can notice that kind of a refined place within you from which appreciation can flow. And you want to open up to notice what are the needs that have been fulfilled by the people around you, the places. And the moment that a need is fulfilled in you, that is the moment for appreciation, for the expression of appreciation. So you, my KZOOMers, have fulfilled a great need that I have to be in community, in connection, in shared practice. I'm so grateful.
Yeah, me too. Boy.
We've been doing this
this month is 5 years. 5 years.
5 years.
March of 2020.
Yeah.
I started. Wow.
Yeah. So it's, this expression kind of, needs to be practiced because we get rusty, we get blocked up, and the expression of it, and I think of it, the unself-conscious expression of appreciation, and the the over-the-top of appreciation. And I guess it's something. Sometimes it's a smile. Sometimes there are words there. But we this another quote that I came upon from Voltaire, of all people. I don't usually quote Voltaire, but he says appreciation is a wonderful thing. It makes what is excellent in others belong to us as well.
Wow.
I just thought that was like I'm seeing something in you, and I'm sort of saying like, oh, it's like my appreciation of it, like awakens that in me as well. It belongs to me as well. We belong to each other, really. So, so I have one more practice of appreciation is, to teach us appreciation, is one that says, sing your joy. It's like it's not enough to feel your joy, to sing your joy. I guess you could
dance it.
Dance your joy, paint your joy, do something with it so that it comes out into the world, because the world is so lacking of it, and we want to just to fill the space with our joy, no matter what, and what a great power that we have to because it's contagious. What we do is contagious, and it ripples out, it makes an impact. So this says sing your joy and chant, connect with joy to God. And this chant says with the harp and the sound of chanted praise, kol zimra. But I usually like to say, like, with whatever you got, you use whatever you have in order to take what is deeply inside you, the gift that's in you, and move it into the world. So, are you ready?
I think so. It looks like they are. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're windy. Verananu, Vizameru, Verananu, Vizameru, Verananu, Vizameru, Verananu, Vizameru, Zamruya Vikinor, Vikinor V'kol zimra, Zamrulaya Vikinor, Vikinor V'kol zimra, Verananu, Vizameru, Verananu, Vizameru, Verananu, Vizameru, Verananu, Vizameru, Zamrulaya Vikinor, Vikinor V'kol zimra, Zamrulaya Vikinor, Vikinor V'kol zimra, Verananu, Vizameru, Verananu, Vizameru, Verananu, Vizameru, Verananu, Vizameru, Zamrulaya Vikinor, Vikinor V'kol zimra, Zamrulaya Vikinor, Vikinor V'kol zimra, Verananu, Vizameru, Verananu, Vizameru, Verananu, Vizameru, Verananu, Vizameru, Zamrulaya Vikinor, Vikinor V'kol zimra, Zamrulaya Vikinor, Vikinor V'kol zimra, Verananu, Vizameru, Verananu, Vizameru, Verananu, Vizameru, Verananu, Vizameru, Zamrulaya Vikinor, Vikinor V'kol zimra, Zamrulaya Vikinor, Vikinor V'kol zimra, Verananu, Vizameru, Verananu, Vizameru, Verananu, Vizameru, Verananu, Vizameru, Zamrulaya Vikinor, Vikinor V'kol zimra, Zamrulaya Vikinor, Vikinor V'kol zimra, Verananu, Vizameru, Verananu, Vizameru, Verananu, Vizameru, Verananu, Vizameru, Zamrulaya Vikinor, Vikinor V'kol zimra, Zamrulaya Vikinor, Vikinor V'kol zimra, Verananu, Vizameru, Verananu, Vizameru, Verananu, Vizameru, Verananu, Vizameru, Zamrulaya Vikinor, Vikinor V'kol zimra, Zamrulaya Vikinor, Vikinor V'kol zimra.
So let's close our eyes and bring our attention to the breath And breathe in appreciation. And breathe out appreciation. And this is this great love of what is. And breathe it into the self-appreciation place. See if we can just be breathing it in and out. Noticing where there's resistance and opening further and further to this very high vibration of appreciation that will open our eyes to beauty. And letting beauty open our hearts. Letting beauty open our hearts to love, and love open our hearts to beauty. And when you're ready, you can look at the KZOOM room and send a little bit of more appreciation to our sharing this practice together. So. So, I guess if you want to, at some time, go to my website at rabbisheffergold.com and give a little something in honor of what
new
you
chants.
Have appreciated.
Yeah.
And see some new chants.
All the time.
All the time. And also see about some retreats that are coming up. I'll be teaching at the Kala.
In July.
In July at the Aleph Kala, which cultivating spiritual maturity.
She'll be teaching in Amsterdam in May, if anybody
in Europe.
in Europe.
and then we'll be in Minnesota
in August.
I would love for you to see you there.
Jenny.
A devotional healing retreat there. So I'm going to